Alright, so now I think I can hear myself just a bit. Oh, for you guys are on Facecam. This is different. We've been doing a paper drawing first, and then we'll transfer it over to the computer. But for now, we're starting on paper, which I'll angle my camera down so you guys can see a bit better. Oh man, I gotta figure out how I'm gonna angle this down. Let's see, can I angle it down like that? You guys can see my dirty ass mouse pad. No face cam today, guys. Sorry, it's desk cam. Oh, that's so trippy looking. I'm trying to get it to where it angled just slightly up. I should have done this before I went live. I'm realizing this is kind of maybe look unprofessional. Okay. All right, whatever. So the art camera focus. Okay, it's not gonna focus. All right, now we're gonna figure video. There we go. Okay, that's solved. So the art contest thing I'm doing because why not? I don't feel like playing games right now. I've played already a bit too much of kind of painful, so we're gonna be playing something else. Fuck, where do I? I gotta plug in my phone again. This is, dude. Please, I don't. I gotta take my earbuds out because those are gonna work. My phone, which is not gonna work right now. Audio bitrate. Audio bitrate. Theme. Audio bitrate's good. Okay, YouTube, you're just making a fuss over nothing. All right, got the paper. Like I said, this will be paper, and then we're gonna put it on the computer because I am much better paper drawing than I am. But I'm much better computer coloring than I am on paper coloring because I don't got shit for paper coloring. That is the puzzle of my art skills. Where did my head? Okay, they're here. Uh, I'm still trying to draft up ideas for what I want to do because I have an idea to. Because for the art country, you have to take your character and then their character and to draw them in a scene together. You're not allowed to trace or anything like that. And I either want to do like a kind of like a How to Train Your Dragon scene because theirs is a dragon and mine's more human-like, or just a slime rancher scene because slimes are fucking awesome. That's my now. It could be something else though. I'm just having to debate what I want to do. I really don't like having this camera not pointed at my face. It makes me, I don't know. I really wish there was a second camera set up somewhere. I don't think those will work. All right, so that or it could be around a campfire. Campfire could be cool too. Just around a little campfire. Like, I don't know if we have the dragon like kind of laying around like this. The campfire here. I don't know. Campfire there, and then my little fella. I don't know. Kind of like this. You know, something like that. That's an idea. What's another idea that we have? The How to Train Your Dragon one, which would be kind of cool to do with. It wouldn't be directly like from a scene How to Train. It would just be kind of like something similar, like my little fellow writing his fellow, and not the way some of you dirty-minded weirdos are thinking. You know, like his dragon's just flying, and then gotta draw the. I also probably should pull up his ref sheet. I have that somewhere on the side monitor. You know, his dragon's like right here. That's a fucking dragon. Yep. Oh boy, that is not a dragon. Okay, that's the dragon, and you know mine's just kind of like right here. Riding him or some shit like that. I don't know. Something like that could work. You guys are getting some amazing little drawings of, of scribbles. We could have, once again, for any scene where the dragon is sitting, it's going to be kind of that laying circle because, I don't know, it's kind of weird to draw a dragon sitting. Or it could be just a straight up front shot of just this. Just dragon. Sure thing. That arm's much wider than the other one. You know, just how have I fucked up drawing a dragon? I'm just gonna put his head out like this. Something like that. You know, just if anyone can get what I'm fucking doing. With I can do slimes. I know I can do slimes pretty damn well. We could also just transfer this straight over to the computer, and I could do it that way. This is the problem I'm having because I'm stuck between the two options. Is I could just start here where I know I'm decent at, but I'll have to painstakingly trace it over onto my computer. Or I could just start at the computer and suffer through that. We'll use this for sketching ideas because it's quicker. I don't know. Had his character there and then mine like up next is like this. You know, crisscrossed and shit. You know. I don't know, like something like that. And then have some like slimes just around them. Because Slime Rancher, honestly, the slimes are amazing. um. Hmm. What's another theme that could be pretty cool? Their thing is named Pigeon, so something maybe in a city could be cool, like up on the buildings and stuff. You know, if you have like the off in the distance, like just the buildings and everything. How it'd be buildings, and then have like a really close centered one, and then have them kind of just chilling up top. The background, just a bunch of cityscapes, like the pigeon. That could be something cool to do. Um, I also forgot to literally do anything for the entry stuff. I know I'm following them. I think I liked. I forgot to comment on there, but I'll do that once I'm done. If you guys cannot see, I fucking just making a mess of this piece. The cityscape could be something else cool to do. You just kind of have them chilling, maybe up here by a little power box on the top. Chilling up there could be kind of cool. Um, that masterful drawing is still kind of funny to me. What's another thing we can? What is something my character theme? My character's theme is How to Train Your Dragon, which that would be this thing. Pigeon would be this one here. Slime Rancher, honestly, just kind of a sick thing where it's neither either of our characters' theme. It's just Slime Rancher, which I'm leaning towards because Slime Rancher is fucking love that game. I don't play it much because it gets kind of boring because I know what to do, but I love the absolute cuteness of the slime. The campfire could also be cool. If I wanted to, I could combine these campfire and slime idea together, and then they're sitting around the campfire with slimes. All right, so we got 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 there. We got 5 different ideas. I think I'm going to automatically X this one out. So no 2. So no on the 2. I don't think I want to do the fire. Unless it is the Slime Rancher themed. I really lean towards this one or this one. Because this one would be kind of a vibe. Kind of cool. But Slime Rancher would also be really cool. Which is where I'm at my conundrum here. Maybe if I feel like it, we'll start one, and if I like, we'll start with the Slime Rancher on the computer, and then if I like it enough, if I don't like it, we'll do the second one, the skyscraper themed, and then once they're both done, we'll kind of weigh the options between the two. Which means I can put my camera back up to normal now, and then, all right, guys, that was the bit of hand cam you guys will ever get from me. Hey guys. All right, we're back. Okay, you can say you guys getting black. Okay, we're all here. I'm gonna put that here. Put that here. Okay. I already see one. Oh, white background. White background is such a pain. Actually, keep the white background. I'm gonna lock this layer though, so nothing can be. How do I lock a layer on? Can I lock? Oh, so if I disables that layer, I want to lock this layer so that it cannot be drawn on it, or it cannot be edited in any way. There really no lock alpha. I could have sworn there was a lock alpha button on here a long time. Oh. So if I take an erase, go. Okay, perfect. We're gonna keep that like that. So let's get up their character ref sheet and let's see if we can draw. This camera is too high angled up. Let's angle that just a bit downwards. All right. All right, we don't need the toothless one. We need their Insta. This is what their character looks like, and this is them on Instagram. I'd say go follow. They're pretty fucking cool little fella. They do a lot of really cool dragon art, well, Wings of Fire in particular, which I'm a massive nerd for. Okay, let's see. Holy shit, why is that so? Oh, let's not do that. F11. That Ice-Wing Rain-Wing combo is pretty fucking. Don't lie. OBS. Desktop audio. Y'all don't need desktop audio, so that means that I can play music through my headphone. And then we can just get into drawing. Why can I not hear anything? Why was my headset turned off? What is... Oh. Yeah, that may explain a couple of things. That's loud. You want to turn that down. All right. So we have... Do I have a screenshot so I can just put their thing into this so that I not as a trace, but just so I can have it off to the like up here? As an image. No, not as image, as layer. As layer. Okay, put this like up like right there. So I need to do the dragon base. It looks like they have the spikes and the fluffy tail. So it's got the ice wings. I don't know if their character's actually rooted in Wings of Fire or not, because the fluffy tail I don't think is from Wings of Fire. I haven't checked in a minute on that book series. Okay. So we probably want their character to be like, I don't know. Oh, but the problem if I have him laying down is the wings, dude. I hate drawing wings when they're laying down. It's so annoying. What if I were to have him like almost upside down, like on his back, with like slimes all over him? That could be kind of cool. I guess I'll put one of my character up top right here. We'll put the front of fella because he doesn't have a name. Hey, big guy. Yeah, we'll just leave these in the top corners so I can see. This one though we can turn off for now because we're not worried about him. Actually, ironically, this will be the first drawing I ever do of my own fella. I have a lot of art from different artists on my fella, but none of my own because I haven't felt like drawing. All right, let's see what we're gonna do with this. We probably want to turn down this a bit, stabilize, put that like 2. Let's undo whatever I just did by accident. Okay, turn off lock alpha. Let's stabilize at like 3. Okay, I kind of like having this stabilized. Let's put it at 4. Let's see. Oh, okay, so it kind of just trails behind. So if I wanted to just get a rough sketch, I could just go. Like I could either have them here, and then have them kind of curving around like this. Let's see. And then kind of have them come up because their chests do get a lot bigger about there. This will be just kind of a base idea. And then divot down because that's where that chest part kind of evens out. And then we'll have the tail end there. Okay, my bad, his tail should... Ah! Okay, that's gonna... Alright, nip. Going through the tail struggle. We're gonna turn off stabilizer. Look at that. Tail much better. That's fucked up there, but something like that, you know, his arms kind of come up like this. And then kind of fold over like that. And then kind of come down. It looks so goofy right now. And I always hate drawing like this because I see how goofy this shit looks. I don't know if I should actually have it to where they, instead of doing that, they bend this way. Then come down like that just a bit. Something like that instead. Okay, let's calm down. Okay, not that much calm. Okay. I'm gonna turn down my sensitivity because this is still at my gaming sensitivity. I love how goofy anything looks when it's in the sketch phase. It's so funny. And I hate sketch phases. I don't know why, but I just despise doing them. I think it's because I don't like taking a lot of time on shit. Because let's have something like that, and then have a little line come up like that. This is also why I don't do art, because I try to get every little detail in on the first go around instead of doing it bit by bit. We're gonna try to get rid of some of that. We're also gonna redo this entire arm over here. Okay, yeah, we're turning down sensitivity just a bit. something like that. And then long swooping angle. Come in like that, and then sharp turn in. Fuck, dude. Oh, this is gonna take a minute. This is gonna take a minute. Okay, yeah, he's still up there. So then, yeah, we just come back around, do that, almost cross. Give me 1 second. I messed up something here. This needs to go out just a smidgen where that arm, that hand ends and that arm begins. I don't know about that much. We're gonna axe some of that off. We're gonna go out just a bit. Okay, much better, I think. I think this here is just too much, too flat. It should be something like that. We're gonna continue workshopping this until I can get it to my liking. Yeah, something like that, I guess. And then, you know. Okay, I'm realizing a mistake I made here. This has too much droop in it. That's probably part of the problem. Too much droop. The arm cannot bend like that. The arm kind of needs to stay somewhat straight. And then the paw or the talon can come down in and close like that. How do I do this constantly? I need to thin this one out just a bit. A smidgen. Alright, take 2. Or take like 5 at making this arm, lower forearm kind of look normal. What is that? It's better. I'm going to redo this section here, though. Let me redo this, too. And then let's reshape this just a bit so that it's a bit less like of a prominent out and more of just a little nub. I'm still going to do some of this banana arm over here. Oh, that may be some of it, actually. That helps some. That helps some. Okay. Yeah, we'll take that for now. And then I guess I forgot to do this part here. Have his snooper come down like that. Actually, what shape is it? It's not a square snout, which is always fun to do. I don't know. I'm not the best at not doing square shapes noses. I don't know why. We need this to come to like a point like that. Means it needs to. Okay. Means we kind of need to have it narrow out like this. That's still not optimal. You don't want it to come together at one single point, but it's got to be pretty. Like, actually, that may work. I do want to redo this though. And if I need any help with shapes, I will go pick up a Wings of Fire comic book and go see. Oh man. That's the bottom of the like that. We're gonna have fun with it. And then we'll have. Let's see. So if I'm trying to see if that's angled the right way, or if it should be down like this. I think it's meant to be down like that, not. Do we classify you as a furry now? Yes. Yes. We have one of his little side horns come out. I'm doing art for an art contest because I got bored. I don't. Woohoo! Yeah. Hey, Carla, I've been openly saying that for like the past 3 weeks. We're gonna redo the horns because I just noticed that they have a little whoop. We're attempting to get a base sketch of what something will look. So if something kind of looks stupid, it's because it's not much time's been put into this version. I already forgot which way they swoop down. Okay, so they kind of hit that, then they go down, and they come back up, right? Yes. What was that? I'm doing an art contest thing where you draw their character and my character here, kind of like, I don't know, interacting in some way. And my idea is kind of a base sketch here of the shape this person will be in, the dragon will be in. Is gonna kind of have them in an open little field. And if anyone knows what the game Slime Rancher is, there's gonna be some slimes from that game because Slime Rancher is honestly amazing. If you don't know what Slime Rancher is, grow up. That game is awesome. And probably one of the cutest things that's ever fucking happened. I love Slime Rancher. Good games. That's what I'm saying, dog. Okay, yeah, there's their horn. I don't know if that doesn't look right on the placement here. I have not been working on this for 70 minutes. What do you mean? We've been live for 30. Not okay. I'm also losing my voice more and more today. That doesn't look like the right placement. I don't know why. I don't think it's the right placement for these. Draw an anti-furry flag? No. 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 We don't support that kind of shit around here. That. Or to have it like that instead. That looks better for the placement wise. Kind of have him like that. I'm gonna just leave silently. Yeah, I just noticed your profile picture. Probably best. Wait a minute. How the fuck do you like Slime Rancher but don't fuck with furries? That's my question. This feels weirdly long over here for some reason. Ooh, dragons? Yeah, we got some dragons. We got that person's dragon, and then we'll have... This tail seems oddly long. We're gonna redo the tail because it looks weirdly long. We got some dragons going. Oh my god, dude. Ignore the rough shape of everything currently. We are in the drafting phase. I also need to redo this then here. It looks a little blocky. Yeah, the arms are blocky right now. I haven't like muscled them up or anything. I will in a minute though. Actually, I don't know if I will in this sketch here because this is the base kind of idea sketch. I have two ideas for this thing I'm doing. One, since their character's name is Pigeon, I'm like could do some like New York skyline kind of thing where my character and their character kind of just chilling up on a skyscraper, or Slime Rancher. Because dudes, who doesn't love Slime Rancher? Now it looks oddly short. Yeah, that we'll come back to the tail. That for now, that's done. That's all I needed done there. All right, now I need to switch to a. Oh god, I hate making the noses not blocky, dude. The noses not being blocky is low-key one of my hardest things to do. Okay, that's kind of unblockied it there. This needs to change. It'll have a little bit of a curve inward. Kind of like that. Yeah, I guess. Okay, it's not as blocky there. Hello? What the fuck? Why is this? I'm so. Batteryman was fake just here? What the fuck is going on? Oh my god. Oh, I'm fucking hearing voices. What the fuck? I could have swore somebody just joined the call and said something. It's not making noises for me, so I couldn't tell if somebody joined. It sounded like fake just joined and said, "You want a 1v1 in planes?" And then I did, dude, he's not here. Dragon Eye. Yeah, sure, that works. That works for a little. Alright, that kind of actually works decently for a face. Nakomi, how are you doing today? This needs to come up like this. A little under. Little underscale lines. The derpy little fella. This needs to be changed up here, honestly. They also have the back spikes that won't really be too visible. Because his back's on the ground. They will be visible in the tail here, which is, I need to rework this entire back end here. So we're going to erase till about here. And then we're going to redo it. All right, we're going to put this back up to a size 2. That's not a size 2. That tail seems just a bit wide. Yeah, it's just a bit of a clanky tail. Okay, wait. Redo that. This is the thing that needs to change, not the outside. Oh, this is going to be hell. Good enough for now. See, I want it to stay similar to this, but it needs to curve in just a bit more there. Why are tails so hard to draw? Dude, I used to be a fucking expert at tails. Why can't I